podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dazn Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar.
BoxingVoice.com.
Dazn Productions.
I must be the greatest.
Let's get that done.
I've been here before and I know what it takes. Hard work, dedication. BoxingVoice.com. Mayweather is he's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away from us. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he has.
Oh, and the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here. A lot of those punches off his shoulder. I think anybody out there listening or key, anybody, you think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think it's a perfect deal.
BoxingVoice.com.
15 minutes. Can you be strong for 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, the concentration is leaving a little bit. Pick it up. Pick it up!
Some things about we got to deal with the body shots. I don't think you want to be that close to us. He's talking about letting the left hook go, then you gonna take the left hook. Let's get that done.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? Look, we're firemen. We are firemen! The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat.
BoxingVoice.com.
Let's get that done.
Danny, how much of the difference is it for you at this weight? What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? We back and we're going to continue to talk some boxing, man. We here to discuss Mike Tyson, heavyweight division versus Roy Jones, a fight you all been waiting for over 40 years is finally coming to you. To a television near you, or should I say an application near you. The Thriller app is putting this one on. It's happening Saturday. Decent undercard. We get to see the return of Badu Jack and a few others. I think we also get to see Logan Paul or Jake Paul take on, that guy, Nate Robinson. There you go.
Nate
the Jake the Snake Robinson.
He's a basketball player, no? Small guy, but Matt Ups and shit, you know?
Yeah, three-time dunk champion.
Oh, shit. It's Francis the Praying Mantis from the Shadow Realm.
He's the underdog from what I seen.
Yep, big time. He's 5'4", 5'5". He's small. He's powerful. Great athletic ability.
That's the issue then. 5'4", 180, 190? Because this is a cruiserweight fight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's getting bodied.
You think so? Okay.
So
you just never underestimate an athlete. Has anybody seen pros versus Joes? I always say that.
Bruv.
Once an athlete, always an athlete, man. Come on.
Bruv, come on.
He's fighting who now? Jake or Logan? Like
he's
fighting Jake,
right? Okay.
Yeah, Jake fighting.
The one
so is it
wins.
Logan calling out Floyd?
Yeah, Logan's calling out Floyd. Yes.
He waiting for Floyd to sign a contract. And Floyd said, yo, I might have to beat his little YouTube ass.
He said he might have to put a muzzle on that BITCH.
Yeah. He like, yo, this little dude Logan from the YouTube channel.
Incredible though, right? Incredible where we have come from. Where we have come. I mean, we're YouTubers, right?
You mean incredible that Jake and Logan are on these heights?
Absolutely, bro. Where we have come far. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A regular guy who decided to put it all on the line in front of his viewership of millions of followers, actually now is fighting. He has a pro record and is on BoxRec. This is crazy.
And he's making more money in his debut They've both made more money in their debut than any other fighter I know.
Exactly.
Incredible. The
Listen.
times we're
Oh,
living
he's
in.
5'9". Sorry.
Not even
Sorry,
Shakur.
Nate's 5'9". Sorry, Nate's 5'9". My apologies.
Not
Thank
even
you,
Shakur.
CYP.
Not even Shakur, who made 400 and something thousand for a tune-up during the pandemic, made $1 million for his debut. But these Paul brothers have been able to do that.
Nah, look, the following that they got is just enormous. Yeah, go ahead, Francis. You had the scepter.
Francis,
You all right there?
Francis.
Yeah, it's just the Skype sometimes it takes forever to click off mute. And clicking and it's just there. It's not doing nothing. Like what the hell?
Call you clickety click.
You need a mixer, man, so you can mute yourself from there and it's more physical.
He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
Yeah, that's coming next. Don't
why
worry.
You be just
But,
using sound bites for no reason? His sound bites
they're as good as dead.
Never have any rhyme or reason. It's just playing. Let's just play sound bites.
It's Mike
You
Tyson.
can't touch me. You're not man enough.
It's Mike Tyson time, champ.
See?
It's time. The war gods have awakened him.
Has anybody even heard what he said? I gotta get to this place, man. I got to get to this little bit of audio. Hopefully, we don't get flagged for the little beat behind it.
Damn.
But this Tyson audio is crazy. Where is that?
Bro, he's ready, man. I like the fact that Roy, took this fight, man. I mean, if he manages to be just a little quicker than Tyson, he could make this a frustrating fight, man.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Click the link that I sent y'all early this morning so you can see, because there's more than meets the eye to this fight. And there's a lot of stuff that a lot of information I want the people to know exactly about this fight before they spend their money on it. So click the link. I think it's a CBS Sports link. And then in the meantime, I'll play this.
I'm an annihilator. For me, this is easy. I have the belief. I have the desire.
Yo, so what I want you to hear is Tyson. Right now, he's opened up with, I'm an annihilator. And then, Roy said whatever he said, for all you Roy fans. For all you Roy fans, you should have heard what he said. Then Mike comes back and says, I have the belief. But that's not what I want you to hear. What I want you to hear is this.
I'm the greatest fighter since the conception of God.
I'm the greatest fighter since the conception of God. Yo, Mike is in full-blown warrior mode.
Yeah, he's calling himself Nimrod right now.
Yo, people said, and I want you to read again everything about this fight because there's allegedly no refs, no judges, no decisions being made, no winners, no losers. I don't know about all that, man. I think leather about to fly, man. They talking about no knockdowns, no knockouts.
Are you not entertained?
Did you find it, champ?
Did I find the link that you had on the pre-pro? Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the Tyson Jones fight facts.
Is it six facts or 5 facts they need to give us?
Yeah, 7. It was 7. I'll read them out to you.
Go for it.
This is Tyson versus Jones, quote unquote fight facts, right? We'll start with number 1.
Is this by Brian Campbell? Just by coincidence? I want to give him his credit. If it is Brian Campbell, that's my man's in over at CBS Sports Network. No?
Don't know where you got it from. It's a Triller post. It says Triller Presents. So I don't know who to give credit to. It has Fight Hound TV on it. I don't know where you got the picture from. But we'll go ahead and start with number 1. No knockouts allowed.
No knockouts.
Yeah. What's that about?
What does that even mean, though? Like, what does that even mean? You didn't click the CBS Sports Network link, did you?
No, it was a single link that I clicked on with Roy Jones and Tyson's face on it.
No, it's the one that says Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones, 5 biggest storylines. It's a link from today.
Okay, I see it now.
You sure?
Yeah, I got Roy taking a selfie with somebody.
Yeah,
he's bludgeoning the witness.
With a chick. With a chick. He's with a selfie chick. He's shaking selfie chicks.
Selfie chicks.
He's taking the last. No, just let me tell you something, man. He's gonna smash his head.
He look old in that picture, FYI. I should screen share that picture. His face look a little old. Why she look like a fake version of Salma Hayek? I'm just saying. But here we go. Look, don't he look old right there, y'all? Don't even front.
I mean, they both look a little old, man. They look like
Floyd.
solid snake, but in liquid snake.
I called him Floyd by mistake. Roy face looking fluffy right there, and his biceps looking like muscle deteriorated. Man, I'm going.
Bro, he in better shape than both of us.
I'm going Tyson by destruction, man.
I can't help but say the same just because I'm a Tyson fan from day one. Supermax real quick on the super chat says I'd roll with Roy. Y'all must have forgot.
No, you forgot, man. You heard what Tyson said? I'm the greatest fighter since the inception of God.
My trademark was my speed, but I can do it all.
Yo, he said his trademark was his speed, but he could do it all. That's Floyd. That's I keep calling him Floyd. Roy know his speed gone though. That's the thing. You was hot when you had speed, like, and that's the first thing to go on old folk, man.
So what you saying, my man don't got speed? You seen him hit that triple, quadruple left hook?
Bruh, he do got speed. If you talking about getting old fast.
Damn, they come for me. Yo, Big Supermax back on the return says, I just wish we had a crowd. You only get one shot to bring Mike back for the first. The ring walk would have been epic, man. Yeah, man.
Nah, that's not true.
Know.
Mike's juices is flowing, y'all. He said after this he want Wilder or AJ in the exhibition too.
Yeah, ain't that something?
He ready. His juice is flowing, man. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Every day I'm hustling,
he want that. He ready to get this bread he missed out on, man. Let's go. Back to the tape, though. Let's see if Mike give us another little soundbite.
Difference you and me, happy my death I die doing this.
A man for man, nobody can match me.
What he said, difference between me and you is what?
Man for man, nobody can match me, but I didn't hear the other one.
Well, that's that. Give us the 5 storylines behind this story. Number 1. So are we actually fighting here or what?
No knockouts allowed.
And oddly enough, this remains the hottest topic of debate given the parameters placed upon the fight by the Athletic Commission of California. Here are some of the particulars about the matchup. Both fighters will wear larger gloves, 12 ounces instead of the normal 10 ounces, but not the headgear. Rounds will be only 2 minutes, just like Border Wars. Shout out to Border Wars. Also, there will be no official judges appointed by commission, although the WBC WBC, which has created a ceremonial frontline title for the bout, has appointed 3 ex-fighters to determine an unofficial winner. So there's no official winner and there's no judges, but we're having 3 unofficial judges who are ex-fighters to give us an unofficial decision on the non-decision bout. All right? If that didn't fuck you up enough.
You just lost me with all that jargon.
In addition to all that, the California State Athletic Commission's Executive Director Andy Foster has declared that the bout will be stopped if there's a cut and that both fighters will not be allowed to go for the knockout. Now, how do you stop a fighter from going for the knockout?
Especially a guy like Mike, I have no idea.
So according to
I don't know what the hell these rules is talking about, man. Are you kidding me?
According to the California State Athletic Commission and the director, Andy Foster, he wants the bout to look, and I quote, more like a heavy sparring match. But how do you tell Mike or Roy not to let loose?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? You kidding me or what?
When Mike goes for his signature uppercut, how does he turn that down and not go volume 10? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and let's just talk a little bit more about these rules. First of all, it's 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes each round, 8 rounds, right? That's fair enough.
2 minutes, 8 rounds, no headgear, 12-ounce gloves. Not to be confused with Hope boxing gloves or Undisputed boxing.
All right, let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about 12-ounce gloves. 2 ounces ain't that much, champy. 12 ounces is still Have you ever put on a pair of 12 ounces?
That's why you're better protected if you sign up for Border Wars. We're having 4 next year. We already got 1 December 5th because we use 16-ounce gloves for your protection.
That's right. With USA approved headgear.
Yeah.
You better tell them. You know Border Wars, man. Border Wars.
Yeah, we ain't trying to do it like Tyson right here.
Not like Tyson.
Now, if any of these guys get a cut, the exhibition is over with.
Over.
So you telling me in the first round, Mike Tyson's old ass scar tissue from the Evander Holyfield days opens up, bout is over? Dang. I hope nobody gets cut, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. So Ray Corona's going to be the ref, which is a real ref, and he's going to be in charge of making sure they don't really cut loose and hit each other too much.
Now, they all went through medical testing, right, in order to be cleared for this bout?
Mm-hmm.
So they did go through VADA,
Well, that's why the commission is involved. Even though there's no official fight, the commission is still involved, still superseding it, and they're following the guidelines of the CSAC, California Athletic State Commission.
Yeah, they actually, that was the commish that said it was all right. And who's older by any means? I mean, does it really matter that much at this point, right?
Nah, man,
who's older?
They both old. They both legends, but there's more at stake for Tyson, more than money anyway.
Yeah, reputation is everything, right? Yeah, he's definitely in a hotter seat in that aspect. But Roy Jones,
you got to remember, iconically, he's known as this devastating heavyweight, and if he goes on to lose to Roy, who started his career at 54, I don't know if that's gonna transform the thought people had in their mind of Iron Mike.
I wonder if like a body shot KO counts. Mike Tyson was always a devastating body puncher, man. He hits my man Roy with one of those or a couple of those because they used to throw shit coming.
I just don't get why they not gonna let them fight. Like, how do you tell two competitors that been wanting to fight? This is a fight that's been brewing for years upon years.
You know what, man? What's the disparity? What's the difference in the weight? Because they're both gonna fight as heavyweights.
I mean, at this point, right? Everybody's a heavyweight when they older.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson is looking big, strong, and it just I don't get the same from Roy. Not that he doesn't look strong, but the size, the frame, just takes it makes you absolutely, feel like Tyson's just so much heavier.
Roy wasn't interested in the bodybuilding contest with Tyson. Roy, like he said, man, his bread and butter is the speed. So he's gonna stay light, stay loose, stay nimble, and try to outbox Tyson. It's not like it hasn't been done before.
No, you're right. You're right. He's going to count on that, on the reflexes and being able to just be a little faster. I guess he puts that mostly on him being active, a lot more active than Tyson has been.
Now, I think that there's a lot on Tyson's shoulders because even before he retired, he was looking trash. He was getting body pulverized out there, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't fought in like 12, 15 years. At least Roy, who it was also getting pulverized, he was getting some wins in between. And maybe he fought 24 months ago or something like that. Like Tyson, has he even been sparring?
So do you feel like Tyson is repping all those, cannabis users that are athletes to win this one?
I don't know, and I don't want to put that pressure on him because what if he didn't do the road work or get the sparring and he just took this like an exhibition and he goes out there and looks like an old man that gets tired quick?
Yeah, like that'd be messed up.
Would you guys feel bad for Roy for beating on old ass Tyson?
Nah, I wouldn't feel bad for Roy. Shit, if he manages to get this off and pull a win, and look good, that's gonna put a lot of stock on him. And I'm not saying that, I don't see him knocking Tyson out.
Jones is the fresher fighter. That's what I'm saying. Jones, he's still been fighting. He hasn't been good, but he's been fighting.
How big is this ring? That's all I gotta say. Where's this gonna go? You know, Royce is gonna put the boxing and the speed on him.
And I think Roy might have won 12 out of his last 13 fights. You know, obviously we don't know who the hell they are, but
I mean, he got. Didn't he get KO'd by that Italian guy?
I don't know. We got to check the box rec. I'm just saying
because I know that
he's fresher. He's more active. Like Tyson ain't been doing this. At least Roy is still been doing this in some way. You know what I mean?
But how do you feel about him getting KO'd? You know, Roy Jones has already been KO'd, especially at that. It was. I don't even know if it was cruiserweight or.
But that's the thing. They're not letting you go for a KO. I don't know how that works, but
KOs you can't. KOs just happen. I think that's just.
I mean, look,
I think that's a loophole of some sort.
Roy has been winning, y'all. I mean, you know, since 2011, he went on a real good win streak, and then he finally lost to Enzo Macronelli by KO. And since then, you know, he's been fighting, man. He been fought Vernon Phillips. You know what I mean? He's got like 4 or 5 wins since then. You know, he beat Bobby Gunn. One of Tyson Fury's cousins and shit. Bare knuckle fighter Tyson, Bobby Gunn and shit. So you know he's a little fresher, man. He's actually been fighting in real fights. Again, albeit dudes you never heard of. He's been fighting. You know, he's putting these things on in Pensacola, Florida too, man. You know, somehow him and his people still getting it done. You know what I mean? They're getting it done.
You know, it's crazy because it being an exhibition, it's not gonna go on the record. So it's like, damn, Roy, if you manage to pull off some official, that's a win. Like it's not gonna go on the record, but hey,
and Roy's been fighting all his fights at cruiserweight. You know, coming in at 200, or 199. So like he might not even go to heavyweight limit. He might just stay right where he at.
Let me ask you just like this. Does Mike Tyson touch Roy Jones on the chin? Does he touch him?
Yeah.
I hope. Because
if he don't touch him,
my money if it don't.
He gotta touch him. So it's like we know that if he touches him, he's KOing him, right?
Nah. I think Roy can take it 1 or 2.
They're not allowing no KOs, man.
Friends, you say he could take one of Tyson's right hands?
Yeah, 1 or 2, yeah.
I think there's a lot that could go wrong.
Nah, for real.
Man.
Chill, Chizzy.
I think there's a lot that could go wrong if Jones.
You laughed at me kind of hard there.
I had to. As a Tyson fan.
If Jones is the fresher fighter, starts outclassing Tyson, you know, things could go wrong. Tyson could start wanting to put more oomph in them shots to catch up to him.
Now you said that if a guy gets knocked out or knocked down, which was it? Knocked out or knocked down? The contest automatically stops.
I never said none of that shit. Where the fuck he get
none of that? No, because if they say no knockouts, and I'm looking at the trailer. Let me just go back to this one that I was looking at the pre-pro. It was the trailer link, and it says it was a cut. All right.
So on the undercard, we got Badu Jack. He's going to be facing an unbeaten fighter, but we never heard of him. But he's, also on the card is Vidal Riley. You know, he's signed to TMT. He's also a YouTuber. He stepped on the scene with the whole Logans and Jake Pauls, and he got that TMT deal. Now he's fighting too. He's taking on former UFC heavyweight Rashad Coulter. And then you obviously have the 36-year-old Nate Robinson. He's only 5'9". He's a former NBA guard, 3-time slam dunk contest champion, and he's going to be facing 23-year-old internet sensation Jake Paul. So Jake is a lot bigger at 6'1", and obviously healthier in terms of like mass.
Wow, sorry to cut you off, but there's no bets on this either. Damn.
Yeah, there's
on
bets.
365. Yeah.
We don't have it, but 365 has Jake and Nate.
No, I meant for Tyson and.
I'm sure people will have some of that. Well, you know what? It makes sense not to put a bet on something that can't really happen, right?
Yeah, it says
we got it too.
Oh, really? You got Tyson Jones?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, it's crazy because on one of the rules on Triller it says this is an exhibition, no bets allowed. And then what I was really gonna say to you guys was winners will not be declared. So it's like,
yeah, but you read what I mean, you've seen what I read. WBC's putting their own ex-fighter judges to give an unofficial winner. So while there won't be a winner, event? Dog, yeah, man. I sent you the link. Stop asking these questions that you can read.
Bro, there's so many people listening. Stop being a jerk off.
You know what? The question is, the real thing is this. It says that there won't be a winner, but that they will announce an unofficial winner.
It gets a little confusing nowadays.
There's no judges, but the WBC has brought on 3 former fighters to act as judges.
So how do you feel about Israel Adesanya being one of the commentators?
I mean, look, it's crossover. That's what Thriller is. They're trying to merge the two, It's not our thing. It's not our networks. It's not ESPN. It's not Showtime. It's not Fox. This is something new, a new entity doing something new and giving us content, to be real. I don't mind the Vidal Riley fight, the Badu Jack fight, and even the Jake Paul fight. Give them all to me. The main event of Roy and Mike, that one fell off for me now. Now with all these weird rules and fake outcomes, not a real winner or loser, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's just a lot of little like walls in the whole judgment of the card that I wasn't aware of that. No judges, no nothing. This is just how an exhibition is run.
It's a real exhibition.
Yeah, it's a real exhibition.
Nah, it's not, man, because there is judges.
Yeah.
Listen, for the sake of the commission,
it says no judges ringside, but you said WBC has their own.
Exactly. So again, for the sake of the commission, it's an exhibition. Okay. But it's a fight. There's a belt. There will be a winner.
Belt.
There's a belt, man.
A belt?
There's a Black Lives Matters belt. It's called the Frontline belt, but it says BLM on it, and it has, yeah.
Nah.
Word.
And who made this belt? Let me hold my breath.
WBC. Bro, if you the BC, you can't let a big fight like this go down. And
you know what though, man? As much shit as we sometimes give the WBC for having all these belts, they come through, man. They make it meaningful. They make a special belt, I mean, I like it.
It don't even say BLM. It actually says Black Lives Matter. Let me
some of them have confused us as of late, but hey, it is an epic fight, right? I'll take it.
Look.
I'll take it.
You gotta take it.
8 rounds. What's up, Francis the Praying Mantis? The $1 make $2,000 better. Who's winning? Who's winning this one?
Between Tyson and Jones.
Yeah,
I gotta go with Mike Tyson. How can you bet against Mike Tyson?
Here goes the belt.
So look, if this is a no knockout, we could expect this to go 8 rounds, right?
It actually looks dope. I just don't, they put, I don't know. But the fact that Tyson's on it and Roy, and it says Tyson versus Roy, I mean, everything looks good, but then it just threw me off with the whole Black Lives Matter. Like,
they should have made the belt black if they was going. It's just too traditional. It looks like they just put like a what do they call those? Not embedded. When they do the writing on your jewelry, what do they call it?
Rhinestones.
Not rhinestones, with the machine when they etch it, right?
Oh,
engrave. You said it. It looks like they just engraved Black Lives Matter onto one of their regular belts.
Nah, because you see the little 3, everything is different on the right and the left. Even Roy.
But those are pins. Those are pins, man.
Yeah, I mean, still, dog, you gotta construct it. You're gonna keep it as close to the original as possible.
Look at me, big ass belt expert.
It's funny
it's
though.
True, it looks good.
They did it black. If you look where it's green, Black Lives Matter, the back of that is black, and the WBC is actually black with gold highlight. We'll see it in person. This is the mock-up of theirs, but I had sent it directly to Mauricio and made sure that that's the belt, and he said,
"Yeah, I like how those sponsors are being posted up right there. Is that big rig?
Yeah,
Brian Custard, Last Stand Podcast, War Tape, El Camino Services, Electrical.
El Camino, yeah. El Camino, yeah.
What?
Yo, let's go out to these callers, man. Shout out to Jordan Baker in Florida, man. Happy birthday, champ. Thank you for rocking out with us, man. Yeah, man, just give us your thoughts, what you think. This is, the big one. They're calling it the big one. Saturday's biggest fight.
So you going on call right now saying that Tyson's going to win this right now live?
I mean, Tyson is the headline, right? It's Tyson versus Jones.
Damn, this guy's slipperier than a motherfucker.
I think, yeah, man, he's going to probably do what he got to do.
Can't nail up to nothing, huh?
Yo, so let's go out to these callers,
I got Tyson.
man.
Yeah, I got Tyson, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
All right, who we going out to first, man? Who's here ready to rock out? You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time, voice your opinion. Right here, Voice of the People hotline. We're going out to Cincinnati Zone. Brandon, what up?
Get up! Hey, hold up the time zone. Jump duffel bag with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Phone jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
Champ came in strong with that one.
Yeah, I ain't really interested in this fight, to be honest. It's one of those things. If I was gonna be at the event live, I'd probably have a good time because they gonna have like a concert. I forgot who I'll perform. I think Rick Ross, some other people gonna perform. But as far as just the fight, I'm not interested in seeing 2 old, washed up niggas fight, especially not paying for it. What? Yeah, I'm just for real getting ready for the Earl and Danny next week. I ain't paying for this shit.
I hear you,
maybe
man.
not even somebody about it, but that's my call, man. I ain't really fuck with this. I don't even like exhibitions like that. But y'all take it easy.
Yo, Big Superman's coming through with the big super chat. I'd roll with Roy. Y'all must have forgot. He came back with a second one. I just wish we had a crowd. You only could get one shot to bring Mike back for the first ring walk. Would have been epic,
that
man.
one you were supposed to read is Roy will have much better endurance than Iron Mike.
Yeah. Yo, it's crazy because like I'm guessing some of the hardcores do feel like that, bro. They're like, we getting.
Yo, is that
there's no reality behind this shit, man.
Nah, if you a hardcore champ, why you gonna spend your money on this when you could just wait 7 days and pay for a real fight with Danny and Earl?
I like that fact that
this costs money. This costs money.
Nah, I like the fact that you mentioned that the WBC is gonna have some judging because I would have been like lost, kind of. I'd have been like, damn, yo, it's like we're gonna have to do our own judging, bro. We're gonna have to do the TBV judging right now, round by round. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that I'm buying this though, man. This might be, I usually buy all pay-per-views regardless, but
how much they taxing with this one?
Probably same shit, man. Like why? If you get into the pay-per-view game, why would you change the price?
So they hitting us over the head with 80 on this one?
Probably. It's 2 legends. Then you got Badu. Then you got this internet dude. Then you got a basketball guy. I mean, they gonna try and sell it that way. I see.
Everybody, all types. They pulling in from all demographics.
That's what they trying. But it's an
they
app,
got
though.
YouTubers, basketball players.
It's an app though, man. But you fighting on an app, man. Let me go out to the UK zone, man. It's the champ, man.
Let's go.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I know you're booing me because I whipped the fighter's ass, but that's boxing.
On this side of the pond, we're serious. Do you know what I mean? UK Great Britain boxing is on the map.
my God, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I'm living your rent free.
Yo, what up? Man, hey, none of this is really like new, right? All the information that we have. I remember we had a show back in September or August or something like that when it was first announced, and all those rules came out. They said, like, they were going to use heavier gloves. They said that there was no decisions. They also said that the ref will be the one just policing the action. So, and we had exactly the same kind of conversations that you just had with Doomy and with Francis, right? So, how are you gonna stop Mike Tyson from just throwing a big shot and all that? What you've got to remember is those guys are used to those kind of things, man. They're used to light sparring. They know how to throw shots without just putting like a lot of mustard on it, and they're gonna respect those rules, man. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm not a big fan of the fights, but I said I would watch it. Whether I'd pay for it or not, that's the question. And I think like the most interesting fights, the most interesting fight really is like I think, right, in terms of the hype, is that Nate Robinson versus that Jake Paul, right? Because it's the best. It's the most evenly matched fights on the card. That's what I think. Badu Jack is getting a pie. Riley is getting a pie. And the only 50-50 is, the fight that we're talking about. Nate and Jake Paul. I don't really know nothing about Nate, but I just want to see it because I think that Jake can fight, and I'm not interested in Rick Ross either, right?
Jake?
Huh? Yeah, I've seen Jake. Like, Jake looks alright. Like, I've seen him twice now. And for someone who picked up boxing just like that and all that, he looks the best out of the YouTubers that get into that boxing. He looks decent.
Hold up. Please don't compare me to dude. I'm different.
Nah, like without Border Wars, we're not that kind of YouTubers, man. You're a boxing YouTuber, man. Those guys are just like prank callers and shit like that, man. So,
prank callers.
Yeah, no, but like, this is what I'm saying. Like, none of this is new, really. Like, we're just rehashing stuff that we kind of knew before, right? So.
We gotta remind people. I wanted to do this show specifically because I don't want good old-fashioned boxing fans to get nostalgic last minute, spend $80 on the wrong pay-per-view. I want you to have the information and make the right decision.
It's 50, right? $50?
It's $50, but you're right. I mean, like, if you're already strapped for cash, and it's understandable with what's going on right now with the pandemic and all that. If you want to watch real boxing, then spend your money on the Earl versus Danny. That's for sure, man. Even in the UK, the price is crazy. It's £20. £20 is the same thing as like any other pay-per-view. It's not even like they're dropping the price for us. It's just the same kind of price at what? Midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. They're crazy, man. I think they're gonna do shitty sales in the UK at least, man. But we'll see, man.
I think that the demographics, this is gonna be surprising to everybody. That's where the numbers are coming from. They're gonna come from Jake. They're gonna come. It's not just the boxing fans, man. It's gonna be all demos buying this. So they're gonna be making up the numbers.
They're gonna make some money for sure.
They will.
You got the Tyson, the Roy fans, then you got Badu bringing in his own little fans. You got Vidal, he's bringing his fans. It's too many. We'll see how well it does. It'll be interesting to see how well it does in terms of numbers. But Mitty
said it's a pie convention, though.
Let me get to Coach Myers. He said Francis a pie.
Frankie. Hey yo, I think this fight is a fight that's supposed to be on Border Wars. It's Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. I think you should have took that with Border Wars, brother. That should have been the main event, December 5th.
That'd have been one of Border Wars' greatest moments.
But yeah, you should pick that up, Neff. But I think with the WBC, honestly, I just think they're making a mockery of the moment with the Black Lives Matter. Because if they really cared, they would have investigated Fury with those tempered gloves instead of coming out saying that automatically nothing was wrong. So I think the WBC, they're just riding a wave with the momentum what everybody else is doing. Besides that, like I said, man, that's a Border Wars fight. But that's my call.
All right. That's kind
And
of
I know you can do it, man. You got the.
That's kind of what the WBC does, man. Whenever there's a fight, they attach themselves. You know, Mikey Jesse fought. They made a belt for that. You know, the World Boxer Super Series was started, and they made a belt for that. You know, that was a trophy. They added a belt. You know, they want to be involved, man. They want to be involved. It's actually intelligent marketing, right? Like if you think of Nike, you know, they go after whatever popular athlete, you know, or apparel brands go after whatever popular athlete and brand that athlete with their clothing only to brainwash millions. So it's no different, you know. If they attach themselves to this big fight where we all can agree, some eyeballs are going to be on Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. It's going to be a lot of old school nostalgic eyeballs. And, you know, what do you want them to see? The green belt.
I think it's a super card, bro. It's a super card. Like in the sense that you're just getting, in a business promotional sense, it's a super card. You got so much eyes from so many different dynamics that you're going to get a lot of people buying this stuff. You're going to be surprised.
You got to define super card.
Super card, meaning that in a promotional standpoint, in a business standpoint, it's so easy to promote this fight. You know what I'm saying? You're guaranteed almost numbers because of obviously the analytics that these guys bring.
Yeah.
You know Nate. You know Nate. You know what he's done.
Absolutely.
You've come on here and talked about him, what he's done in that sports world, because you're more familiar with the other sports than us. And then you go to Jake. He's with him and his brother. The viewership to him and his brother, him alone, but together with his brother. And then all the stuff, all the numbers that they gained too from the fights that they've had already.
I'm just shocked Dazn lost this.
Yeah.
They lost Jake and the opportunity to get Tyson. Like, obviously Thriller came with some big old bucks. You know, I remember where people didn't believe that there was going to be, you know, a 10-figure fight until they were forced to believe it with the news that broke. But we're going to keep it moving. We're going out to Tampa. What's going on? Coño carajo.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? We're firemen. We are firemen.
Y vuelvo a nacer.
BoxingVoice.com.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for picking me. Yo, let's say I had two uncles and shit, right? They start drinking, they start looking at each other, eyeing each other up. Then pretty soon, what are you looking at? And then they end up fighting, right? And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, okay, maybe for 2 minutes I want to watch them fight, but right away I want to break that shit up. That's how I'm looking at this fight with Tyson and Roy Jones. Yeah, it's nice, it's nostalgic. And then, Ness, I'm glad you brought up all of that link of all these special rules and shit and no whatever. Coño, man, this is a fucking joke. But, you know, I'm a boxing fan. I want more. I'm going to watch it. But this fight reminds me of, man, it's like when your mother and your father are fighting, and I'm like, please, I don't want them to win. I just want y'all not to fight, man, because I'm at that point with this shit now, you know. I care. I don't care. But I don't know, man. It's just sad. I mean, it's sad. You know, but boxers have this thing, as I do. You know, we all M80s. I always say that. Some have short fuses. Some of us have long ones. But at the end of the day, it's all in the spirit of competition and wanting to have the last word. That's the shit. You know how many beat downs I got just because I wouldn't shut the fuck up? No, you.
Cut it.
That's what she said.
Seattle, Washington.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's up, TBV? Hey, do me, hit me with that soundbite, man. Because I just drank some coffee.
Let's take it there.
The best part of waking up is seeing Tyson Fury on the ground. Mike Tyson. I got Roy Jones. I bet my dad his stimulus check. So, you know, I'm going to double up. Shout out to Nate Robinson. Shout out to his chicken and waffles joint in
Yo,
Seattle.
wait. You said you bet your dad his stimulus check
Yeah, so we're betting stimulus checks.
on
But
the Roy Tyson fight.
yeah, he's a Mike Tyson fan, hardcore. But shout out to Nate Robinson representing Seattle. A well-known family friend. Shout out to his chicken and waffle joint. Come check it out in Seattle, Washington, downtown by Seattle U. And yeah, everyone else. Shout out to Israel Adesanya coming to represent boxing. I think this is gonna make the sport, better, bigger, and I hope it keeps on going on. That's my call.
All right. Yeah, man. Nate Robinson actually getting sparring with one of our listeners, who's a heavyweight waiting to turn pro out of Seattle, Jordan Carter. Man, we're gonna keep our eye on him. We're going out to Info Joe. What
Mr.
up?
Info Joe.
Tell the truth, Joe. Tell the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, what's up, fam?
What up?
Yo, I heard
days,
an
right?
interview with Roy Jones. Y'all seen the press conference with Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, and they were asking him about all that. And they actually, in their mind, they come in to fight, regardless of what they saying and all the rules. Those are my two favorite fighters, man. Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, man. It's gonna be hard to pick a winner, but I'm rolling with Iron Mike. I used to have so many fight parties with Mike, man, just the nostalgia alone. I hope he comes out to Tupac like he always did, and but I wouldn't pay for this shit though. Real talk. Save your money for Spence and Garcia, the real fight. Yo. But that's all I got, man.
All right.
Is it 10 days away? Ness, it's 10 days, right? 10 days out, no?
11 days
11.
out. 11 days out. 11 days out. It's time to go, baby. Time to go.
He's just another fighter.
Border Wars, man.
Excited, man. Border Wars.
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, he got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
What up? Out here enjoying this beautiful Florida weather. Shout out to Dennis in Tampa. Yes! Hey, man, you know how many times I had to watch me and Mario's fight to find one decent thing you said about me, Ness, and put it in my intro? I just want you to know that, man. It's terrible.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? You kidding me or what?
But hey, listen, man. I'm not paying for the Tyson and Roy Jones fight. I actually got a casual friend of mine who's having like a big fight party. He done got a 120-inch projector screen. He's gonna put it on, and so it's gonna be dope. I ain't paying for it. Definitely gonna watch it though. Yeah, man. That's all I got. I got Mike Tyson in this one, man. When you see Mike, it's just unreal. Like you see what he's doing, and it's unbelievable, honestly. The speed, the torque on the shots, the way he looks physically, the way he talks, his mentality. And you see Roy, and it's just, I don't get the same. I just look at Roy and I go, yeah, he looks good for his age, man. I wish I looked like that when I'm his age, but that's it. Like when you look at Mike, you look at, at least me, I'm looking at like destruction, bro. He just looks like a machine. So I got Mike in this one, man. But that's it.
Man, I can't wait to have friends that throw parties so I don't got to pay for fights, man. King Born, what up, though?
What's going on, Alex?
Brooklyn.
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your...
Yo, this is a public service announcement. I'm from Brooklyn, Crown Heights, right next to Brownsville. Let me tell you something about Brownsville dudes. They grimy. Yo, Tyson is hood. Super grimy. You heard? Put the grimy on the G. You know what I mean? Tyson right here, man, was Daryl Bomb Hamo. Hamo's the one that shot 50 Cent. You heard? And I was cool with Hamo's little brother, Little Hamo. That was my man. So let me tell y'all something. Y'all think Tyson is gonna hold back? He don't give a damn. He don't give a fuck, y'all. And that fight is bullshit. I'm not supporting it, and I don't want nobody to support it. Cause now the fix is in. Tyson gonna hurt Roy Jones, and now he's supposed to do an exhibition with AJ and Wilder. Come on, man. The fix is in, man. Yo, Super Max, peace to you, brother. I want to see the Border Wars, and I'm going to get ready for Juggy knocking out Danny DeVar on Saturday. I'm not supporting that.
Cut it.
He said Juggy coming to town.
So yo, we hitting some anyways, continue the call. Sorry.
LV Slugger.
What up? What up? Yo, man.
What up?
I won 2 down. I mean, I ain't gonna say I went down on the fight, but damn, with them rules y'all just laid out, man. What is this? A slap boxing match, man?
Yo, remember back in the day, slap?
Yo, that was funny.
I don't know if I could. God, man,
Nah, it's hard to the body, champ.
I just hope they good, man. Don't nobody get hurt, man. You know they up there in age now. Hopefully, don't nobody get hurt too bad, man. I'm more excited for the undercard though. I want to see that Jake Paul, Nate Robinson. I'm an NBA guy, so you know Nate Robinson, man, 5'9". I say about 5'7" without shoes, 3-time dunk champion. So he an athlete, man. You know all the greats done been dunk champions before. And
Cut it. I hope Nate can hop over them punches.
He got ups, though. He got shit, Francis.
That's what it's Cordy, Joe.
Francis like, nah, champ. I ain't laughing at that one.
Yo, cause the dunk, last time I checked, dunk test can't help you in a fight, bro. Yo, all that.
He from the hood. He can fight.
He gonna be after the fight and talking about, yo, let's do 1-on-1. I'ma dunk on you. Get out of here, man. CYP, talk to me.
Yo, for one, I'm buying the fight. I'm purchasing the fight because my man Wade is training 3 of them fighters. I support fam. That's how it's gonna go down. Second, Roy Jones has been knocked out one time in the past 13 fights, and only knocked down once in the past 13 fights. He's so great that one knockout makes y'all think he was knocked out all the time. Literally, 13 fights, he's 12-1 since Bernard Hopkins, since the fight after Bernard. Like that's a lot of fights. When the last time Mike Tyson got in the ring and took a punch? There's a reason why he ducked Shannon Briggs and went for the smaller Roy Jones. See, crazy versus crazy, Shannon versus Tyson, that's crazy versus crazy, heavy versus heavy. But he don't want them kind of problems. So he went for the smaller dude. But I got Roy Jones because my man ain't took no punch. And every time you see his footage, he ain't never sparring and ain't never longer than 10 seconds. So show me a clip of Mike Tyson for longer than 30 seconds. Show me a clip where he's sparring somebody and taking a punch. You won't, because Mike Tyson ain't took one and he don't want to take one against nobody. But Roy Jones don't care.
Cut it.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough.
Steve, this is just listening. Stick Talk Boxing, what up?
Dímelo.
Dímelo.
All right, look, I ain't too much worried about this fight. It is what it is. Roy, Mike, it's glorified sparring. They could have set a camera up in the gym and did this for free, but they getting money for it. But I do have a problem with the WBC and Mauricio Suleiman. Like Louisville Slugger said, it's making not Louisville Slugger. Coach Myers said it's making a mockery of the Black Lives Matter movement. And if Black Lives Matter really mattered to Mauricio Suleiman in the WBC, why the fuck does he want Francine Cruz Discern to fight for her belt over after the other sanctioning bodies gave it back to her after the Jimenez girl tested positive for whatever the shit Canelo had or whatever steroids she had in her system? This shit is just bullshit. It's not a fight. It's nothing but an exhibition. The only real fights on this.
Cut it. Stone Bone Boxing.
And Supermax gives CYP a boomerang. Give CYP
What
my
up?
boomerang. Facts.
What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. I just feel like it ain't a real fight. You know, people gonna get. I don't really care what you spend your money on to entertain you, because people spend money on a lot of stuff that I find laughable. You know, I probably spend money on stuff that people find laughable too as entertainment. You know, so this something that people want to pay for to entertain them. It's just like all these other exhibitions and the thing I wish, like what's the name said, would have been a real heavyweight. But since he ain't picking a real heavyweight, I'm picking Roy Jones to stop Tyson. You heard it here first. Roy Jones stops Mike Tyson.
Say that again?
Roy Jones stops Mike Tyson. Roy Jones stops Mike Tyson.
He sounded a bit like.
And I know you can do it, man. You got to.
Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man.
I don't know why.
Because it's sliding right off of that head of yours, champ.
Bad soundbite. Bad.
Gah!
No.
Oh, that's some soft ass shit. Shut.
No, boy, no.
Ken Stone with the super chat. Bet the draw. Smart money.
Bet the draw.
Mm-hmm.
BoxingVoice.com.
When I was locked up in county jail, I thought the Southside was gonna fight. I knocked out the Southside. Good drop.
BoxingVoice.com.
What you got to say about that, Deontay? What you got to say about that, man?
Hold on a second.
What's up, guys?
What up?
Not a lot, man. Just taking a break from work. I'm solely buying the fight just because my favorite all-time fighter is Roy Jones Jr. Yeah, it's more than likely going to be just a slap boxing match, like a couple callers ago said. But I'll do it because, of course, he's my favorite fighter of all time, and I will support him in that area. But in all honesty, I'm really looking forward to the Nate Robinson-Jake Paul fight. That's going to be really cool. Nate Robinson is an athlete to his core. And that's going to fight. That's going to be a good card overall. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did get knocked out in the main event. Of course, Tyson. He doesn't really have a lot of holdback, other than he'd been smoking pot for a long time now. So might have changed a little bit inside. Seems to be more at peace with himself. Of course, if you've watched any of his hot boxing podcasts, but man, I'm just solely buying the fight just to support Roy Jones Jr. But other than that, man, great show. Thanks for the content, and see you guys soon.
Adrian, Wisconsin.
Hey, we actually saw this fight at the bar and shit. We paid like $550 for it, and I guarantee you, we're about to get our money back too. So, the fight is what it is. There's a lot of casual fans, people who don't really watch boxing, interested in it, or people who used to watch boxing. But at the end of the day, I think it's an all right card. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm not paying for it myself. The business is. So, I'd rather spend my money on Earl. I agree with y'all on that, but that's all I really got to say about it. But we gonna make some money off the fight, though.
All right,
let's go, champ.
Good luck to you. And the bar, we got Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Coach Myers.
Hey, I'm good. Just listening.
All right. We got Boomerang CYP.
Boomerang.
Hey, if y'all go look up Kevin McBride, the dude who ended Mike Tyson's career in 2005, 15 years ago, the dude went on to be 2-6 after that and got knocked out in damn near all his fights. That's the dude who ended Mike Tyson in 2005. 2005. That's 15 years ago. I don't know how much y'all think Mike Tyson ain't got better from that, but Kevin McBride was calling Mike Tyson out, and he ducked Kevin McBride. He ducked Kevin McBride and Shannon Briggs to pick the smaller Roy Jones Jr. That should tell y'all something. And Nate Robinson about to beat the shit out of Jake Paul. There's a difference between learning how to fight and growing up fighting. I don't even know why the hell y'all would think that he got a chance. Maybe, that's because promotion makes y'all think that Mike Tyson's still a monster and that Jake Paul being bigger means something. You ever seen Nate Robinson? You ever seen that man? that man's a little bitty tank for every other sport that he plays. That man is an athlete and he's from the streets. He know how to fight. CYP out.
He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
We going to Stonebone boxing.
I gotta agree with CYP on this. The last thing I remember about Tyson is a man falling. You know what I mean? Biting off ears. Just that's what we remember from Tyson. We remember Roy fighting too long. Man, like why is he still fighting in Russia and stuff like that? But he didn't. Maybe if we call being knocked out as disgraceful, a disgraceful exit, then that's pretty much all fighters once they got old that didn't have that elite talent. But Mike Tyson went out as a disgrace, biting off ears, threatening people, all of the stuff he was doing. That's why I'm picking Roy. I don't believe in Tyson.
You can have Bill Gates money.
And the only thing Tyson, play these sound bites, Doomy. And last time I called you out, Doomy, you ducked me like Intrigue ducked me yesterday. Intrigue calling out people for border wars. Every time I step up, you dudes get the ducking like I'm shooting shots. And we don't even carry guns when I'm really in the nation. But when I'm in the streets, I'm going to see y'all. So, Doomy, you play another sound bite. We fighting in DR at whatever way it's going down. Let's do it. Intrigue ducked me already. He made it clear on live on the air. Oh, that's a bud guy that I like. He's cool with me. Live. So Doomy, last time I called you out, you was talking about, I'm heavy, I'm out of shape. You running on Instagram, run on to Colorado and throw these hands with me. Let's do it.
Yo, border wars, man.
Crazy.
CYP Boomerang, courtesy of Trey in the Bay.
Yo, I see some people in the chat talking about if you being a street fighter don't mean you know how to fight. I said, being a YouTuber does. If Jake Paul was so good at boxing, why did he pick that little bitty Indian dude to fight his last fight? Think about how small and weak that little Indian dude was. Think about the punches he was throwing. They all knew he was weak and couldn't fight, but they still chose to pick him. Like, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Go back to when you was young. That little bitty buff dude who can jump all high, he wrestles, he plays football, basketball. You don't want to fight him because he'll whoop your little nerdy ass. What you think Jake Paul is? He's that nerdy little white boy that was growing up with money. He ain't got no hands. And any of y'all want to bet me? Bet me then. Bet me. I'm taking all bets on Nate Robinson. Let's go. CYP out.
Well,
he's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
Somebody get Doomy new sound bites, man. JT New Orleans, what up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, I got Nate Robinson beating Jake Paul. I just feel like he's a all around athlete. The guy can run, jump, football, everything. I didn't even know he wrestled. So I think he has the more street smarts and he's more athletic. And I just think he gonna beat Jake Paul. I have Mike Tyson beating Roy Jones. I mean, we talking about a 2005 fight. I know Roy Jones had a better career at that time, but he's never really been no heavyweight. So we go see Roy Jones try to emulate some of the things he did at the lower weight classes. But I see Mike Tyson really roughing Roy Jones up. So I got Mike Tyson. You can put me down for Mike Tyson, and you can put me down for Nate Robinson.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
Alrighty then. That looks to be all of the... Did we get to Louisville Slugger today? Louisville.
LV, yeah, we got to LV, but you can try him again to see.
No, we got to him, but we got to everybody. All right, next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. We got Film Study Tuesday scheduled for today. We're gonna be watching maybe what do you think, Francis the Praying Mantis, Earl Spence versus Porter, or Danny versus Porter?
Both.
Whoa.
Fuck it. Let's watch both.
Crazy. They both are 12
We can
round
do it.
fights.
Don't
No,
worry. We can
no,
do it.
No. No.
Yes, we
No.
can do it. Stop being
No.
soft.
No.
You get. You know. You get. You should not soft that shit
matter
up,
of
man.
fact,
And I
It's
know
no
you can
boxing,
do it,
man.
man. You
Matter
got
of
to,
fact,
you
I
got
know
to.
what fight
That's
we
some
gonna
soft ass
watch.
shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
We gonna watch Earl Spence versus Phil Greco, man. Yeah, man. Short
That was
and
a nice
sweet,
shot.
man.
That was a nice shot.
Short
Get out
and
of
sweet,
here.
man. Short and sweet. We gonna fuck with Phil Greco, Earl Spence. What we gonna learn from Earl Spence is that he could beat on Canadians, man. Yo.
Don't worry, Ness. I
Yo,
know.
Dominique Paramore.
Ohio. Yo, Dominique, I seen the transformation out here. Yo, why Dominique working in winter boots and like the big furry hat? I see you, man. Nah, her husband working out crazy, man.
Let's go, Chan. Well, she hits us with a super chatty. Put me down for Mike Tyson. See, Dominique know what it is.
Oh,
Be that good as dead.
They saying they want CYP to call in and apologize when Nate gets knocked out.
Okay.
Yo.
Don't ask me that question.
Don't ask me.
Don't ask me that
Oh,
question.
what's that? Bo and Bama?
That's Bama Bo,
and
champ.
the Bama the Bo? Let's see
Bama.
what that's at. We're going to do number 2.
Mayorga not only trying to block Lewis from getting into the ring, he once told us Mayorga not only trying to block Lewis from getting into the ring, he once told us he knocked down a horse. Remember that? But the horse got up at 4. And he did it with his left hand. Not his right. Of Costa Rica guaranteed him $100,000 if his promise comes true of 3 or less. Promoter Don King said he's throwing a Corvette.
He says that he would like to thank God and Don King for this opportunity that he can go forward with his family and progress from poverty, you know.
Yo, shout out Ty Bo, Riddick Bo, Bo Magnum, Bo Jackson. This is Bo and Bama. I ain't really interested in this fight. I'm more interested in an undercard. Not really interested in the Roy versus Mike. I do want Roy to win. I like Mike, you know what I'm saying, of course, but I want Roy to win, man. I've seen what CYP seen with that fight. But I do think Jake Paul is going to beat Nate Robinson. And the only reason I called in was to take CYP up on that bet. And we can bet whatever he want to bet, you know what I'm saying? My pocket's good, so you tell me what you want to do. We ain't going to go overboard. I ain't betting the house on it, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it kind of friendly, but I'll take the bet, you know what I'm saying? What you want to do, 250, 150, 100, 300? I mean, what you want to do, you tell me, CYP. I respect you, so it ain't no diss or nothing like that.
Absolutely not.
But I'd called a lot of people's bluff on the betting on the show, you know what I'm saying? And I typically come out on top, and I expect to in this situation as well. So, yeah, man, shout out Don King, Roger Mayweather, and put me back in if he want to talk about it.
He said bet him up.
Let's bet 100,000. Let's bet $1 million. That
Which
was
Carl
Bo.
is that? Which Carl is that?
That's Bo and Bama. He's been the ringer.
Bama Bo.
For like 5
Put it in
years.
escrow. Put it in escrow.
No, Bama Bo will put it in escrow. Like I say, he's been a Patreon for like 5 years as a ringer.
He said accepted.
Oh, bet acceptable. You got to pick a number. He said 250, 150, 350. What you want to put on it?
And he came in strong with that one. I accept your challenge.
Damn, this bet going down Saturday too. Oh shit. I like it when it's that close. He said 100. He said 100, Bo. You taking
He
that?
said 100.
You taking that 100?
You taking the yard?
A Benji. Just a Benji.
Let's do it.
All right. It's a
I'll send it to the cash out. What's the cash out?
You want to send it to mine
That's
or his?
GTO?
Yes, sir. That's GTO.
What? Hell no. I ain't sending nothing to him. I'm gonna send it, put it in escrow. Come on now. I'll send it to you. And yeah, Saturday it's going down.
Hold on. I might got you another one. GGG champ, you want another 100? I see you saying Bo sniffing that snow. He got 100 for you. He got 100 for you, champ.
He said Nate getting knocked out.
Basically, I mean, if he's saying Bo sniffing snow, that means he shouldn't be.
Yeah, I ain't say no knockout. I just said Jake Paul gonna win.
Yeah, he just said Jake Paul go. Yeah, CYP, send it to my cash app, and I'll hold it for y'all till Saturday night. Guess we doing a little show on that. That just made things more. C-Dub. Oh, nah, C-Dub, I don't know now about you. But GGG champ, what up? You don't want that 100 with Bo? You don't really want it with Bo? No. Remember that?
No comment. No comment.
Yo, but that's everybody. We out, man. Catch us on the next one, man. You never know.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yo,
next up, Sports Talk. Next up, Sports Talk. Check me out.
We need another
IG,
topic,
Twitter,
man.
Facebook.
I don't even feel like being over, man. Where the topics at, man?
It ain't over till it's over.
Oh, shout out to JT. Said it ain't over. Counterpunch me, man.
Kick a counterpunch.
What up, JT?
Hey, how that dude Vogue just called in talking about he talking about he'll bet whatever, then he said he don't want to go overboard on the bet. I think he crazy I think he did say Jake Paul was gonna knock him out. So I want to know what y'all see in Jake Paul. Just think he gonna beat Nate Robinson. Dude probably been fighting all his life and stuff like that. So I got I got Nate Robinson and I got Mike Tyson.
Both Bo and
CYP.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough. Have sent they hundos.
Yeah, man. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
There it goes. 2 hundos. Just
2
came
hundos?
in. Fed's gonna be like, yo, why you always holding money for bets though?
Oh, God.
Yo, that's everybody, man. That's everybody. It's over, man. But if you send me a topic to the community page, man, we would definitely think about coming back. You know we do this all day. We love boxing. I know I do. Plus, you already know I told you it is.
Every day I'm hustling,
hustling,
hustling, hustling,
hustling,
hustling, hustling, hustling, hustling, hustling.
You know what I mean?
Every day
getting our hustle on over here.
Which Border Wars? Which Border Wars fights are still on next up? I'm not even sure what he's Agent. I don't understand what you're saying, Agent. You guys understand?
I guess which ones are still gonna happen?
Oh, everything is still happening. Everything is on. There's no fight off except Ambrose and Ant.
Yeah. Elias got a substitute that went in place of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, what's up with Ito? He's talking about Eddie saying Canelo can get.
Hold on, Mario Keem still going or that's gone?
Who? No.
Mario, give me Mario Keem. Mario Amin.
Nah, Mario Amin is off.
Yeah, that's all.
Amin can't go to Texas right now, so. But yeah, and that's GTO Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. All right.
You already know. Catch me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. TikTok. I'll be back in another time. And TBV. Twitter is AlexLinusTBV. And if you stumbled upon the show and you liked what you saw, this is TBV. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. It's the rectangular one next to the bell. Make sure that bell is shaking, because if not, you ain't baking with us every time we go live. We'll be back this evening, 7 o'clock on the dot.
Peace to y'all. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Next up, Sports Talk. We out. Hit the subscribe button and like button on the way out. Peace.